Okay, I missed the majority of it because it took so long to make a video. I'm a little bit angry now because I don't know, it just happens, but there's still tornado warnings. I mean, I guess it's better late than never. Okay. This one's an observed tornado up here. Do have a couple tornado warnings. This one's for Union and New Province. If you live in the affected region, please take shelter immediately. Other locations impacted include Zering, New Province, St. Anthony, Clemens, Union, Liscombe, and McCallsburg, Iowa. Apparently this is an observed tornado. Don't see much of a hook. Oh gosh. Doesn't look like there's a whole lot of notable rotation either, it seems. So they're probably going to let that one expire. I don't think there's too much of a risk with that. Further down to the south definitely has a more prominent area of rotation. Hold on, let me get my drawing tool. Oh wait, I forgot. You're not gonna be able to see it. Oh gosh. Here's the area of rotation that I'm mainly noticing. Hey, Wormwoods. This is mainly the area of rotation I'm noticing, and it just got weaker on this most recent scan. Oops. Whoa, what the? Yeah, not really much going on, if any. I really wish I knew how to work the drawing tool. Okay. Okay, this may be what's mainly being warned. Yeah, that's it. And definitely tell that there's a pretty rain-wrapped hook echo here. With a very saturated inflow notch. No correlation coefficient drop. And some broad rotation. Not really too concerning as far as rotation, but tornado warning continues for these counties. Southeastern Marshall County in central Iowa, northern Jasper County in central Iowa. Other impacted locations include Lambs Grove, Gilman, Haverhill, Fugerson, Prairie City, Crawlin Airport, and Laurel. I don't understand why I always miss the bigger events. It's usually because making a video takes so long, and I never get to cover the big events as a result. Honestly, it makes me a little angered, but it's whatever. Is desktop audio not able to pick up radar mega? Here. Virtual surround sound. Okay. Here is this other tornado warning here. To the north of Promise City in mainly rural areas of Iowa. we're getting a new scan here. That's why the radar thing is flashing. But nice hook echo here. A little bit of an inflow notch, not really too prominent or really too strong. Let's see. Yeah, not really a whole lot of rotation. Where is that new radar scan? I'm dual wielding radar Omega, and I'm like dual wielding radar Omega in WSV3 right now. I think your radar is how's it look for Northern Illinois? Well, we've gone over it in DMs, and then yeah, since you're using the NW or the built-in NWS MRMS radar and the or the national, or not the National Weather Service, but the Weather Channel radar, mine is definitely significantly more advanced. Definitely has some very clear, very clear rotation there. Yeah, I'm also noticing on radar Omega as well. Very clear rotation. Not much of an indicator from correlation coefficient drop that really indicate it's on the ground. Why does the radar show a new line? Oh, wait, can I like stop drawing? No, what is this? Please. Please. I don't care about the smoothing. No. I don't care about that. There we go. Why does the radar show a new line just suddenly forming? That's kind of what may be expected upcoming. There could be a couple of prefrontal cells that may develop in eastern Iowa, and that will be a couple of hours later. But we also have a couple of tornado warnings to the north here. They aren't radar, they're just radar indicated right now. What's the best radar site here? KMPX. Sometimes it's a little slow, but I really love this radar. I love it. Ooh, okay. So our whatever is detecting or whatever, wait. So our next rad is detecting some rotation there, but as far as velocity goes, oh man, don't tell me they're doing this again. Storm relative velocity show the same thing. Oh. I don't know why this app is so slow. Okay. So, I mean, this is definitely not really like. How do I explain it? This does not really show a tornado. It shows converging winds along a boundary here. This seems to be a little bit more of a damaging wind gust risk. I am dual wielding radar Omega just in case I'm missing anything. Let's switch back over to storm relative velocity. Are those more dangerous? You would need to clarify what's more dangerous. Ooh, I don't know if I should be using level 3 radar. It's so much slower, though. Am I even able to use it? I kind of want to turn off mesoscale discussions for heavy rainfall. Don't really care too much about flash flooding. And that's the risk that's a little bit more on the back burner for today. Okay, I don't think our thing's gonna work. But what I'm noticing on both Radar Omega and WSV3 here is that you do have winds that are moving towards the radar site, winds that are moving away from the radar site. However, relative to the storm, they kind of just look like they're punching out here. They don't really look like they're really rotating. It could be winds that may just be hold on. I didn't know I could do that. Okay, well, this looks to be mainly just more of a damaging wind gust risk here. We can check correlation coefficient. Oh, okay. Come on, you can do it, WSV3. There we go. No correlation coefficient drop that would indicate a debris being lofted or a tornado on the ground. And then as far as velocity goes, there's an area of quote-unquote rotation. I honestly think that this is probably just more winds sliding past each other and converging along a little bit of a boundary here. Probably more of a damaging wind gust risk with winds kind of punching out here at the surface. This doesn't really look to be rotation to me. There's definitely different winds along whatever this boundary is. But it doesn't really seem to be rotation, to be honest. It seems it's extremely broad. It doesn't really indicate much to me, to be honest. We'll watch it. Maybe the NWS knows something I don't. That's definitely a possibility. So I'll give you the areas of impact from this tornado warning here. Areas of impact include okay. Areas of impact include southeastern Dakota County in east central Minnesota, central Gehoo County in southeastern Minnesota, southwestern Pierce County in west central Minnesota. Other areas of impact include Vasa, Red Wing Airport, Vastito, Diamond Bluff, Meesville, Hayter, at Aisdellville, and Hager City. If you live in the affected region, I would take shelter immediately. I am a little bit skeptical about this tornado warning, but I would still take shelter as the necessary precaution regardless. Yeah. Oh, did all of our... Oh, never mind. I was about to say, where did our tornado warnings go? Oh, we have a tornado warning down into Missouri now. So this is in central Missouri. Don't know what radar site I need. Where do I need to go? Ooh, okay. Let's start off with reflectivity to look at, let's analyze the radar here. Well, now it's flashing, so it might be a little bit harder, but we're getting a new radar scan. But we do have a tornado warning here. I'll wait for the new radar scan. I'll give you the areas of impact. Areas of impact include northern Benton County in central Missouri. Other areas of impact include Lincoln, Coal Camp, Iona, Palo Pinto, Mora, Brandon, and Cockerville. If you live in the affected region, please take shelter immediately. This actually consists of 2 separate tornado warnings. So this also includes northeastern Henry County in west central Missouri, southeastern Pettis County in central Missouri. Other areas of impact include Windsor, Calhoun, and Truman Lake. If you live in the affected region, please take shelter immediately. We did get that new radar scan here. We did get a new radar scan here. Definitely have a little bit of an inflow notch here, it seems, where air is able to be intaken, and a little bit of an RFD. It's honestly really hard to tell, and our next rad isn't picking up any rotation in displaying it. Okay, we got another tornado warning for somewhere. Let's continue to go through this. Base velocity. This is definitely a little bit more of a trickier one to see, but we do have an area of rotation here, it seems. That's probably what they're warning, I think. Potentially. Honestly, I don't really see too much as far as rotation. Definitely have what seems to be a little bit of an RFD here. Definitely could see some damaging wind gust. Definitely a damaging wind gust risk along that punching out RFD. And potentially some very, very weak rotation here. But honestly, I don't really see too much that would really confirm a tornado. We can also look at storm relative velocity. Yeah, honestly, not much. No correlation coefficient drop, and very unorganized on reflectivity. Honestly, not really too sure what's going on with this tornado warning here. But again, I'll give you the areas of impact once more. Tornado warning for northeastern Henry County in west central Missouri, southern Pettis County in central Missouri. Locations impacted include Windsor, Calhoun, and Truman Lake. The other tornado warning in this little group here is for northern Benton County in central Missouri. Other locations of impact include Lincoln, Coal Camp, Iona, Palo Pinto, Mora, Brandon, and Cockerville. If you live in the affected region, please take shelter immediately, regardless of if I can't really confirm the tornado warning or not. Do have another area of rotation further to the north in northern Missouri here. This is extremely far from any radar site, so let's see what Radar Omega says about what radar site I should use. Tell me to use the one in Iowa. Got another tornado warning for somewhere. Hopefully you guys can hear that. Okay, so our next rod 3 is picking up an area of rotation here. I definitely see a hook, but we are definitely very, very far from our radar site, so it is really, really blended together and honestly hard to see. But we have a little bit of inflow notch here, a very juicy hook that isn't really too prominent, probably because we're so far from the radar site. Oh gosh, stop doing this, dude. I really wish that. Okay, never mind. I can press tab to get rid of it. As far as rotation goes, honestly, this doesn't look like a whole lot. I mean, we have some weak and broad areas of rotation. I don't necessarily think that this warrants a tornado warning. No confirmation of this being on the ground, though. Doesn't look like we have a correlation coefficient drop. Another weird one. Another weird tornado warning that I honestly can't really decipher too well. Don't really know what's going on with this one. It is radar indicated, though. So apparently they were able to pull out they were able to determine a tornado from this. Areas of impact include Millen, Green Lake, Queen City, Novinger, Greentop, Greencastle, Worthington, Livonia, and Greencastle. Tornado warning for northwestern Adair County in northeastern Missouri, eastern Sullivan County in north central Missouri, southeastern Putnam County in north central Missouri, southwestern Schuyler County in northeastern Missouri. If you live in the affected region, please take shelter immediately, regardless of the fact that I can't really pull out a tornado warning from this. There's still a tornado warning in effect for the areas mentioned, so please take shelter immediately if you live in the affected region, regardless. A little bit to the north, this is definitely a lot more prominent here with this tornado warning. And we are using the right radar site. Definitely can pull out a pretty nice inflow notch here. Definitely a very clear area of rotation. Or not a very clear area of rotation just yet. We haven't looked at our velocity. Definitely have a very clear hook echo, though. As far as our base velocity goes, we'll start with that. Ooh, definitely have some really, really broad rotation, it seems. Very broad rotation on WSV3 and Radar Omega, but definitely I would say that this is definitely tornado warning worthy. As far as storm relative velocity goes, it definitely gets nope, never mind, they're updating the color table, but definitely still some clear rotation there. I would say that this is tornado warning worthy. As far as correlation coefficient goes, it doesn't look like that we have a correlation coefficient drop or anything that would really indicate a tornado being on the ground just yet. But if you do live in the affected regions, please take shelter immediately. Areas of impact include Monroe County in south central Iowa, southeastern Marion County in south central Iowa, northwestern Wapello County in southeastern Iowa, southeastern Mahaska County in south central Iowa. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Areas of impact include Melrose, Albia Municipal Airport, Kemah Village, Rosa Hill, Lake Kemah State Park, Kirkville, Uskaloosa, the Uskaloosa Municipal Airport, Chillicothe University State Park, and Beacon. If you live in the affected region, please take shelter immediately. Sorry if I pronounced those names wrong, but that was some extremely odd spelling that I honestly couldn't really piece together. It's oops, don't mean to be drawing everywhere. No. Okay, what do we have as far as other tornado warnings? I have 2 other tornado warnings to the north. In southern Minnesota, I'm trying to get Radar Omega in line before we actually look at them. Let's go back and look at that one area that I was kind of skeptical about. Ooh, okay. These are a little bit more concerning. It's definitely wrapping up more here. Definitely beginning to get more tornado warning worthy. This has turned into a little bit more of an RFD punching out here, and that is in turn allowed for rotation to develop on the northern side of that, just to the southeast of Meesville, southeast or east of Meesville, moving towards Red Wing and Bay City in mostly rural areas of, I think mostly rural areas of southeastern Minnesota here. I will go over our warning regions in a minute. As far as storm relative velocity goes, not really too much of a big difference, and definitely still very weak. I wouldn't call this tornado warning worthy, but you can definitely tell that it is trying to wrap up here. Here are your areas of impact. This includes remains in effect for southeastern Dakota, northwestern Goodhue, and southwestern Pierce counties. Other locations impacted include Vasa, Diamond Bluff, Meesville, Esdal, Red Wing Airport, and Hager City. If you live in the affected region, I would say take shelter immediately. Never mind, they canceled that tornado warning on Radar Omega. It's about to go away here on please. It's a Oh, I'm pressing the wrong keybind. Okay. Okay, never mind. It's gone. So, never mind. Don't worry about the places I just mentioned. Tornado warning is now gone. Do have a tornado warning further to the northeast here. Let's look at the chat real quick though. Are these are these coming to me? I mean, they're working on it. They're still a good couple of hours out. But we're still monitoring them. We do have this mess here that has this tornado warning on it. As far as velocity goes, this is an extreme mess. It's mainly just a cause of shear, just all over the place. So much directional shear, allowing for all these small areas of weak rotation to develop that aren't really too concerning. And that's what may be what's going on here. As far as storm relative felicity goes, I honestly really don't see much. There is definitely a couple areas of rotation up in this bunch here. As far as correlation coefficient goes, no area that I can really confirm a tornado warning. I honestly don't really think that this requires tornado warning issuance. Because honestly, this is ooh, I'm on the wrong radar. Hold on. Bear with me here. I may need to take back everything I just said. Hello? KARX. Okay. Let me restart WSV3. I don't know why it does this. Now it just doesn't open. Come on, WSV3. Just does this sometimes. Thought I saw it there for a split second. Honestly, I'm not sure why it does this. It just does. Come on, you can do it. Is there a way to get it like force load? Can I get it to just like completely restart? Here, I'll press the exit button. I'll press the built-in exit button. Hopefully that gets it to work. Still doesn't. Okay. Hold on. Come on. Already not a good look from WSV3. Come on. You'll get there eventually, I guess. Come on. Maybe if I turn on reflectivity, it'll work. Nope. Why does it do this? I don't know why it just sometimes turns into a black screen. Sometimes it just doesn't work, and it kind of makes me annoyed. It makes me wish I didn't switch to this. Of course, I'll still use Radar Omega for like videos and stuff, but this makes me wish I didn't purchase this app, to be honest. It has a lot of bugs for some reason that I don't understand why they weren't ironed out already. Something like this, I feel like should been ironed out or something. Here, I'll close it. Explore mode, interact mode, probe mode. Oops. Miscellaneous. Why is it doing this? Hold on. I'm having... How do I get it to work? I have an idea. Oh gosh. Okay. It says it's not... Wait, never mind. Here. What I'll do is I will use Task Manager to end task. Maybe that'll fix everything. Please. Please. Now it has a black border around it, and now it doesn't. Why? Why do you do this? WSV3. Pooh. uh Why is it broken? Hold on, guys. Please bear with me. I'm sorry. I really don't... Oh, yes, it's working. I just need to give it a moment. Yes, it's back. Got our good old friend WSV3 back. Okay, let's just zoom in here. Okay, so with that one tornado warning... Oh, it's still there. Never mind. Okay, we'll switch to this radar site. And we'll look at this one tornado warning that is kind of interesting to me. We'll start off with velocity, because reflectivity is just a extreme mess. It looks horrible on reflectivity. It's not really organized. However, it definitely has a really interesting look on velocity here, with what seems to be multiple separate spin-ups that are developing along this line. Yeah, I did change the color to red. Multiple different spin-ups along this line. I could probably actually change it to blue, I think. Probably look better. But definitely multiple different spin-ups along this line that are kind of a little bit more of the main thing that I'm looking at here. I would definitely say that this is tornado warning worthy. Oh, my neck hurts. Um. Okay. Here's correlation coefficient. No indicator of a tornado on the ground just yet. However, definitely have a very interesting look on velocity there. Could definitely see a tornado come out of this at any time. Here are your areas of impact. Areas of impact include southeastern Dune County in southeastern, or I think, yeah, it's either eastern or southeastern Minnesota. Other areas of impact include Hoffman Hills Rec Center or rec area. So if you do live in the affected region, please take shelter immediately. Regardless of if a tornado is on the ground or not, one could still touch down at any time with this system. Here's this other tornado warning here. Let's go back down to Iowa. I don't think any of these have the PDS status. Oh, no, we do have a PDS tornado. No, never mind. PDS tornado watch. I read that wrong. Okay, yeah, I don't have any PDS tornadoes. We don't have any confirmed tornadoes either. What's the best radar sign for this? I'm gonna look at that tornado warning that you see at the top there. The one in Des Moines, the radar for Des Moines. KDMX. Oh my gosh, my neck hurts so bad. Hold on, I'm not able to think straight. Give me a couple minutes because my neck hurts really bad. And I'll also get out the word about the live stream on various socials. Okay, I guess that doesn't work anymore. Okay, the good news is, honestly, I don't think that storms are honestly performing up to par with what they were expected to, which is honestly a good thing. It means that less people are being impacted. It seems to be that there's overall less of a risk for tornadoes right now, mainly due to that this is more of a linear system. Yeah, we do have that also. We also do have that other corridor that I was mentioning in my forecast across eastern Iowa, that I think could potentially have a overall greater risk for tornadoes. It seems that's definitely a big area that I am going to be watching for, and storms are moving into that region now. Here, let me zoom out here so it's not everything in your face. Ooh, we do have an observed tornado. It's actually our only tornado warning right now. This right here, this is an observed tornado. Apparently a tornado has been observed here. Let me pull up the YouTube chat so I can see what you guys are saying. We do have apparently a confirmed tornado here. What radar site should I be using? Southwestern Minnesota. I think that's actually that's in Wisconsin. Hello. Thank you. Okay. Honestly, not really much of an indicator on our reflectivity here. Definitely seems to be a little bit. Definitely seems like it's gusting out a little bit more. This seems like it's definitely much more outflow dominant here, with overall more of a damaging wind risk along this line than what seems to be all that much of a tornado risk. Okay, we definitely have some really tight rotation, though. The reason I know that is because I looked at Radar Omega. I am using it. I am dual wielding some of the best software right now. Let's look at storm relative velocity. Yeah, definitely has some really tight rotation here that is exiting the warning box region. They'll definitely have to extend this tornado warning, though, as a result of that. But yeah, definitely some really tight rotation there. Definitely some strong rotation as well. Earth's moderately strong. Definitely, I would definitely give this a tornado warning. Areas of impacting, actually, no, it wouldn't be valid right now because our area of rotation has exited the warning region. They're going to have to create a new warning box. Anytime now. Ooh, okay. Let me switch to correlation coefficient here on Radar Omega just to confirm. Yeah, further down to the south seems overall much more prominent. Oh. never mind, I guess. No correlation coefficient drop that really indicated tornado being on the ground. Did look like we had it there for a minute, but it was kind of off-center from our area of rotation. So it probably wasn't a tornado that was on the ground that was associated with our area of rotation there. But as far as our velocity goes, honestly, it doesn't look as good anymore. It is significantly less organized, it seems. Significantly less organized. Still pretty tight, though, it looks like. I honestly can't really tell on this software here. Definitely has an area of strong inbound pixels towards the radar site, comparative to outbound pixels here. Definitely a notable area of rotation. Doesn't look like that on Radar Omega, though. What? There's no way that they just expanded the tornado warning box that big. Look at how big that is. That has got to be one of the biggest tornado warnings. This thing's an absolute behemoth. Oh, I know why that they did this. Which, honestly, I don't agree with this. I don't think that they should be doing this. But they are issuing tornado warnings for multiple different spin-ups along this line here. I don't know why it looks so crappy on this. But there are multiple different spin-ups that we are watching. There does seem to be a weak one further down in the south here. It's definitely a little bit more concerning. However, the more concerning ones I would say are to the north here. But this one here, they definitely look capable of producing a tornado. I don't agree with the NWS issuing a tornado warning for multiple different areas of rotation. Definitely think that they should have separate tornado warnings for each different area of rotation, because anything could happen with these different areas of rotation, and I just don't think putting them under one tornado warning is necessary or even really that wise. Also, I'm pretty sure our radar's behind. I don't think we're up to date, and I don't know why. Looks like we're behind on our radar. We are. I don't know why it's doing that. Here, I'll change the radars real quick. Ooh. And I'll go back. Hopefully that'll fix it. Now we have a pretty large tornado warning. Okay, now it's up to date. Have these couple areas of rotation that are definitely the more concerning thing that we are. What? Where are we? Why was I sent? What? Okay, whatever, I guess. But but yeah, here's this tornado warning here with its multiple areas of rotation. I would say that the most concerning one right now is probably this one, with one to the north that also looks a little bit more conducive. This one definitely seems to be the most concerning. Again, I don't necessarily agree with the NWS issuing multiple tornado warning, or one tornado warning for what? I don't agree with the NWS issuing multiple tornado warnings for one tornado warning for multiple areas of rotation. Let's look at correlation coefficient here. No definitive area that really looks concerning about a tornado potentially being on the ground. Definitely don't see that here. But here are your areas of impact. Even if there isn't a tornado on the ground, there's still multiple areas of rotation that are spinning up along this line right now that could definitely pose a hazard. Areas of impact include for central Winona, central Winona, northeastern Buffalo, and southwestern Trempealeau counties. Other areas of impact include Gilmanton, Wamandi, Montana, Merrick State Park, Checksville, Highway 95, and County 6, and Lock and Dam 5A. If you live in the affected region, please take shelter immediately. Even if there isn't a tornado on the ground, or if this isn't confirmed, please take shelter immediately, regardless, as a tornado could definitely spin out of this at any time. Is there any other concerning areas? No, it doesn't look like it. This is the only tornado warning. There's severe thunderstorm warnings that extend all the way back into Oklahoma. Just so you know, because I am using new software, I don't really know how to tweak the whole customization thing, even though there is definitely a lot of customization. I can make my warnings look really cool, but this is just the stock, this comes pre-installed with our tornado warnings, and I think it already looked extremely cool. Honestly, no, not really too many complaints here, other than the constant bugs that this app kind of has. But really cool warnings. It's pink for our tornado warnings, though, and red for our severe thunderstorm warnings, and then yellow for our special weather statements. So it goes up a notch, it goes up a step, because if you remember a couple live streams ago, if I think maybe even in the last live stream, I think I said I don't like the fact that I don't like having pink tornado warnings because it confuses me with a tornado emergency. But there's definitely a clear difference between a tornado emergency and a regular tornado warning on this app. And then the severe thunderstorm warnings will always confuse me for tornado warnings, but that's just not the case anymore with how unique the tornado warnings look. Gotten used to it now. But we'll continue to watch this. Again, areas of impact for this tornado warning include central Winona, northeastern Buffalo, and southwestern Tempalula. I genuinely have no idea how to pronounce that. Counties in eastern southeastern Minnesota, moving close to Wisconsin here. Other areas of impact include Gilmanton, Wamandi, Montana, Merrick State Park, Checksville, Highway 95, and County G, and Lock and Dam 5A. If you live in the affected regions, please take shelter immediately. Even if this isn't a confirmed tornado, and I don't think there is any clear indicator of a tornado being on the ground just yet. Yeah, I don't think that there is a tornado on the ground just yet, but still, a tornado could touch down at any time. Honestly, rotation is definitely not as defined as previously. I definitely think that they could just let this tornado warning expire. I think, honestly, it doesn't really look concerning anymore. The rotation is kind of mostly died off for the most part. It is not really too concerning, really at all, to be honest. Definitely think that they could just let this this tornado warning expire. They may extend it, and they may, and area of rotation may strengthen back up again. Oh, I just realized, I forgot to update the scrolling text. All right, there's that. We'll continue to watch this tornado warning, though. I would say that the most concerning area to watch for, I think seems to be right on the edge of the moderate risk area. So a little bit to the north and kind of hard to see with this color table, though. Trying to find it on here. Still there a little bit. Yeah, never mind. It looks like nothing on here, to be honest. No concerning areas of rotation. Definitely think that they could just let this tornado warning expire. I don't think that this is really needed. Is definitely gusting out more, turning into more of a risk for significant damaging wind gusts, with what seems to be wind gusts upwards of not as strong as wait, hold on. Because it is moving parallel to the radar site, it's obviously going to have weaker than expected damaging wind gusts. I switched us over to the... Nope, I didn't. I want this radar site. Oh, well, here's what the severe thunderstorm warning says. 69 miles. I thought that was the wind gust. Maximum wind gust is 70 miles per hour. Definitely could see some strong damaging wind gusts, and not really much of a tornado risk. It doesn't seem like this is really going to do the thing where it just has a strong damaging wind gust risk, and that leads to a severe thunderstorm warning. And then on the northern edge of that creates inflow, and in turn starts the process of tornado genesis. I don't think that's going to happen with this. It's just way too broad. WSV3 had a bug. Alright, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna listen to music, to be honest. I'm gonna maintain my sanity with music. Doo 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 doo. Sorry. I don't know if I want to listen to this on loop. Dude, every time I look at the Outbreak trailer, it honestly just gets better and better. Ooh, we got another tornado warning for somewhere. Let's quickly take a look at that. Location is... Well, what the... It's in Oklahoma, actually. It's that far south along the cold front. Let's see if we can find it before... Okay, I already know where it is. Okay. Definitely some really tight looking rotation. Definitely some really decent looking rotation here. Definitely pretty concerning, I would say. Definitely needed that tornado issuance, a tornado warning issuance. Here's your RFD here. Here's your RFD. That is in turn creating a swath of inflow, and it forms a low pressure system and it begins to rotate. That's kind of just the bare bones explanation of it. Rotation is definitely a little bit more on the broader side. It's definitely not tight. As far as correlation coefficient goes, definitely not a tornado on the ground. No indicator of it being on the ground. No indicator of it being on the ground, though. But definitely could touch down at any time. It would need to tighten up a little bit more. But definitely, I would say that if I was in this area, I would be seeing a really nice wall cloud. But here is what your warning text says. Tornado warning for southwestern Delaware County in northeastern Oklahoma, southeastern Mays County in northeastern Oklahoma until 7:15 p.m. CDT. Locations in or near the path include Locust Grove, Kansas, Leech, Rose, Salina, Oaks, and Twin Oaks. If you live in the affected region, please take shelter immediately. I gotta go and get dinner. Are we ready to cover these again? Let's see. Now we have 6 tornado warnings. That's a big uptick since last time. So we have a tornado warning. Around, wait, hold on. I don't know why, but it's not really wanting like pick up on the tornado warning or pick up on the things. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why, but it's just not picking up warnings properly. Okay, well, one of the tornado warnings I was trying to look at, I think, disappeared. Here's the... Okay, let's just restart the app. It's just... Okay, kind of looks like the risk just fell apart, to be honest. It looks like our storm's kind of just like disintegrated. So, like, this is honestly not really good look for our storms. Okay. Oh, don't do this again, WSV3, please. No, WSV3, don't do this again. Okay, I don't need my radar app to be doing this again. First, it's not going to pick up tornado warnings, and now it's just not going to load. Please work. Oh, is that what that is? Okay, I think I found the pen tool on there. Yeah, just trial and error. Trial and error is what I'm trying to say. Not whatever I said previously, because it sounded like a bunch of gobbledygook. Sorry. I'm gonna turn on music because I'm getting stressed. I hope it's not going through my audio. Let me double check. Okay, it's not. What about Missouri? Well, for some reason my radar isn't working, but I can give you a basic rundown. Just what I'm seeing right now on Radar Omega. Central Missouri has a tornado warning right now. It is radar indicated. A couple of severe thunderstorms are at least expected for central Missouri and into eastern Missouri as well. They kind of also just were disintegrated. They look like they were Thanos snapped or something. They just look like they fell apart, to be honest. A couple of robust storms do continue to remain that could pose a threat to some areas in Missouri. Potentially a tornado, but mainly the risk for damaging wind gusts and hail, I think, by this point. Because right now, it looks interesting. Kind of just fell apart, disintegrated, and got Thanos snapped or whatever. I really wish my radar was working, though. Hold on, I'm getting a phone call. I'm gonna need to take this.